Welcome back, everybody, to Tabletop Diaries, where we'll be playing ShadowDark Curse Scroll Zine Volume 1, Diablerie, Episode 29. The story so far. Our heroes, upon scouting, cross an old fortress of the Bittermolds. Investigating, they find a blue campfire, if you will, giant bonfire of magical essence. Approaching this, Alzamar found that there is magical properties to this fire, and it's actually a trap that could possibly summon something. Through further investigations with Allura down the road, you find out that this might be a summoning spell of some kind, some sort of defensive mechanism built here, possibly from the Bittermolds themselves, or maybe some other entity, possibly linked to Haldren. You guys bring news of this fortress back and stumble upon an interesting creature while you're leaving here. Some weird Venus flytrap looking man-trap plant-like creature that came out and attacked you as you were leaving. It managed to escape, and then you make your way back to the camp at shore, where you explain about this newfound fortress. You gather about 40%, about 70 of your troops and 40% of your supplies, and make it to the fortress itself, where you start rebuilding this, and you feel like this could be a safe place for you to venture forward. Appearing on top of one of the advantage points at this sodded ruin of an outpost, you glance out and you believe you find another outpost, or possibly the castle itself, to Bittermold's keep. Approximately, for mechanical purposes, about a hex away. And it's essentially about midday, and you guys are helping build up this fortress. And that's where we're at right now. So I believe you all are trying to aid in the expedition of building this up with the orcs, Knights of Idris, both Wardenwood, Marentold, and Hope's Keep, and all the other people who are here, the mages and everybody else.
Yeah, as best we can help out. I would specifically be around the blue fire, or outside of that dirt circle, trying to make sure that that wall or fence or something happens first, or very soon.
Alrighty. With that, I want everybody to give me, we'll do percentile.
Sweet.
Going around, we'll start with Cluck.
67.
42.
42, 67, 42, and what'd you get?
89.
89, all right.
Nice.
Roll some percentile, because it's fun, for some of the mages.
89 bogthorns.
No!
Or one
Oh,
of those
whoa.
invisible man trap things where
That was a terrible roll.
I'm really, I said this before in the last campaign that we did, but it's like, I'm scared of invisible things. I do not like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my pet peeves. I want to see what's going on.
And the only way to deal with it is to burn.
area of
Fire
effect
reveal,
stuff,
yeah. Think about it.
But then if it's near one of any of us, or enough of us, can't really do those.
So lucky for you, for the mages, I rolled a 98.
Ooh, wow.
So there is a very good defense around the fire, as well as aiding in expediting this fortress. And for mechanical purposes, I will say, especially with all you guys' good rolls, you essentially got a safe place here.
Sweet.
Right.
Minus the trap fire, but it seems to be pretty well defended from this trap, if you will.
Well, we're going to establish, some communication with everyone in the camp. Stay away from that region, period. We have plenty of space to go around. So whatever that fire is, we're going to stay away from that region. We have no business doing anything there anyway.
Word of this gets easily spread throughout the camp. You see Bauer as he's instructed some people and kind of makes a makeshift tent, somewhat in the center, maybe actually probably off to one corner because the center has the fire. As he's probably talking to Allura and some of the other higher ranked officials. and you probably all get this too, that he's basically creating a party to go get the rest of camp and have them kind of, usher in the rest of the warband, if you will, leaving basically a skeleton crew to man the ship to make sure nothing happens to them.
We have an escape route.
Yes, of course. With that, Alora approaches you. It appears that guys have this pretty well set. I unfortunately have to go to the other side. I'll be here for the rest of the day and the night. About this house day, it takes probably the majority of the day, and it probably won't get finished until mid-morning for the fortress to be fully in effect. Laura kind of glances at you all. Yes, I must go back to Marinshold to see how the other side fares, and to keep, obviously, communication in worst case if we need to start moving troops to and from here.
Of course, we count on that.
Understood.
I trust, Bauer, that you'll have a place where I can come and go easily. You see Bauer already kind of like opening a little kind of spot. You see like when there's tents built, they have those kind of bendable things where you kind of change in privacy kind of built. It kind of has an extended one built around this little corner. Of course, Laura, here, and he puts like a little plant, little trinket, kind of for her to focus on when she wants to teleport. It's a nice little like pottery plant on a little stool in this kind of open area. She goes in there and kind of meditates for quite a moment, taking it all in, and kind of spends the rest of the day kind of just, taking in the area for what you would surmise, especially you, Asmar, trying to remember the surroundings to cast the spell to be able to teleport here easier.
Smart.
But other than that, you all are essentially have some downtime for the rest of the day.
All right.
If there's anything you'd all wish to do, let's go to the castle.
Yeah, as far as for me, I'll just, keep going about and around with the crews, just helping out, keeping the morale, and just waiting for the night, anticipation for the morning, because I'm ready to go. So I'll just try to do as much as I can help and keep everybody up.
Fuck.
Puck will get a ration back with 1 silver from, I guess, the supplies. I don't know.
You want to buy a ration?
Do I have to buy it, or I don't know? Want a ration back? That's all I want.
We provisioned food from the supplies for like dinners at camp.
That is a good question. I will say you'd probably still have to spend money for this, mechanically speaking, because it's like you're bringing your supplies, obviously, and they got supplies, but it's also to feed the troops.
Yeah.
And also for just game mechanics, to keep it simple, you can only carry so much, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
I will say this. For rations themselves, you won't have to pay because you still have only allotted number of spaces that you have to be able to carry. You'd be able to fill that up. But if you want torches, that's going to cost you, but I'll give you half price on that.
Sick.
Which will be 2 silver per torch if you want to do something like that.
I'm good for torches. I have actually 4 torches on me.
Yeah?
So I'm good. I have a bag of salt. Don't forget your salt, guys. Salt up.
A half bag of salt. I'm trying to remember Mugdulblub's name as a player. Inane infinitum nihilum.
Yeah.
Name
That sounds about right.
Annihilum.
Yeah, okay, so Cluck is gonna he's gonna spend the afternoon doing what he was before. He's gonna watch the perimeter again. And he's gonna check to see if Bittermold did anything off the lookout part.
Kind of glancing out on the advantage point to see if anything's kind of shifted at all far away.
Sure.
Okay. Give me a wisdom check.
All right.
Alzamar.
Have I progressed enough with Alora on the telepathy spell or the sending message, whatever it's called?
Sending, yeah.
That I could practice tonight on my own without bothering her? Gonna work on that a little more?
You definitely work on it with a little more if you want to do it by yourself. Sure, I'll allow that.
Okay. Well, just, I guess, flavor-wise, either way. I want to work on that.
Sorry, what were you doing, Valor?
I'm still just going about, hanging out with the crews, helping, and just
Gotcha.
talking to people.
All right, what'd you get, Cluck, for your wisdom?
19 plus 2 for 21.
Nothing has changed that you could tell. With that, you do recognize the Bittermold symbols as well, without a shadow of a doubt. But yeah, nothing seems to be of threatening surroundings, if you will. So yeah. And then I guess, are you trying to do a task, a camping task?
Is it night yet, or do we want to do the night stuff?
No, we can do it a little bit later.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna watch the perimeter, walk the perimeter, and despite the magic, he's still a bit paranoid.
Yeah. Valroth, give me a charisma check. You're giving me a D100.
12 minus 2 for a 10.
Okay. You're going about trying to boost morale, I assume.
I'm just helping out, like whatever they need, chore wise, and also trying to talk with people and just, keep everybody alive.
Yeah, you're
Intermingling with
intermingling here and there. Vern kind of grabs you. Hey, buddy. I think it might be good for us if we take watch up above. I think it's meant to help. Kind of if we have our eyes out about, like the old days. When we used to.
Not a bad idea. I mean, I've done a round already. I've been around this camp 3-4 times already, so they seem to have a handle of it. All right, what do you want to take? The high points?
Yeah, that's not the high point and the advantage. It's just I haven't had a lot of luck trying to fish out anything or like hunt around there. Like it feels really scarce with all the animals and fresh game.
If Mugdulblub is around, I think most things here are not edible. Or at least I'll be wary of eating stuff.
Alzamar, you rolled a percentile?
35. Oh, did you gain a luck token for this session?
Thank you, Alzamar. Yes.
Of course.
You said 37?
35.
35.
Which, I'm sticking to it.
You seem distracted still. You've done better now than the last time you were trying to, but something seems kind of amiss. There's a lot that's weighing on your mind currently. It's hard to say, but you feel like you got some leadway into the spell, but it's kind of lazily. When you kind of show up to practice and you kind of just phone it in, but you kind of discover something a little bit interesting and you kind of practice on that a little bit extra, but you could have done more.
Yeah.
You could have done a lot more, and then you're just like, that's enough for today.
I did it, but I didn't really do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's what pops out.
Fair enough. Makes sense with everything going on.
Yeah, I've been keeping track of your percentile, and you started good, and it just
went downhill.
Yeah, it's been going down. Which, yeah. We'll see.
Keep at it.
Keep at it.
I'm gonna keep trying.
All right. And with that,
nighttime rolls.
A nighttime, yes. If there's a task you'd wish to do,
can you read us off the tasks or the task names real quick again?
Sure thing.
Pretty please.
I could do it.
Oh yeah.
Bed down, cook, crafting, entertain.
Yep.
Gather firewood, and then hunt, keep watch, 7th one, and then the last one is predict the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we don't have to do that one for this scene particularly. It's just the way we've been playing it. It doesn't really make sense to bring that in now.
Weather's always Mugdulblubby here.
Yeah. It's good flavor, but I feel like we're kind of a little too deep in to really make that.
Yeah, it's not a good place to introduce it.
Yeah, the way we've been playing it. Yeah, so we're just gonna ignore that for now. But feel free to use it in your games, and let us know how it goes. Yeah. If any of you would like to do any of those,
I'm gonna try to entertain Cluck with a story. Bless him, the luck token.
All right.
Ooh.
Charisma DC 12. But before you do that, no, do it if you want.
Straight 16.
Nice. What do you entail, Cluck?
Say, Cluck, you remember when we first joined, the elves? And we met that witch on Boot Hill and she gave us visions.
Clock is gonna shiver. Yeah.
Let me tell you about what I saw. And I'll inform him my perspective of that night.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, you get a luck token and you're inspired as you're entertained over this
My first luck token in a while.
semi kind of ghost story in a sense.
Yeah. Vision story.
The glow from the blue flames also dancing against the walls of the newly built outpost walls even dig deeper into the story as Alzamar is going through this and the shadows dancing off certain people walking by in the orcs as he's getting into the details as you're kind of just occasionally kind of looking from, you know, the fires that you built here and the shadows on the wall and just giving it an extra creepy factor as you're totally entertained and engulfed in this story. Then you get a luck token.
We can
Thank
bless
you.
the priest now.
Yeah.
Got you one back.
That's a new one.
Yeah, you might need them. All right. Anyone else doing anything? Wait, you
Me and Vern, we're gonna put a fire up, do a fire, and chill by the fire. And,
are you doing any like tasks?
No. Yeah, we're just gonna do a fire, sit, and keep an eye on that wall, on that purple, whatever, blue flame. Make sure no one goes near it.
All right, give me a keep watch wisdom. And I'll do one for Vern as well. Woof, 2.
Ooh, 19 plus 1, 20.
Nice.
You see Vern kind of he's taking this in, but he pulls out a flask and he kind of just passed it to you and he seems to be a little distracted as the guys are kind of just conversing and you seem to be more intent on the blue fire and lucky for you, no one seems to approach it or anything. Everyone seems to be quite distant from it.
All right. Yeah, that was my chore.
Cluck,
Luck would like to try to entertain Alzamar.
go ahead.
Nice.
Charisma roll. DC 12.
Alzamar,
Yes.
there was once a forest, and in this forest there were 2 birds. They were brothers. They couldn't fly, Alzamar.
Oh no.
Sad. They had black fur and white bellies, and they went too far north, and they were kind of lost.
Oh wow.
And then they heard through the forest, and then the birds that could fly, they flew away. These 2 brothers, they were stuck there, and they were just flipping around and flopping and trying to get away from the noise.
Then what happened?
It sounded kind of like your lightning rod. Real scared. And then the older brother said to the younger brother, "Have you heard about hunters?"
The hunter.
The younger brother said, "No." And the older brother said, "Oh, well, they got these magic boomsticks. Gotta be careful of them." All of a sudden, out of the bushes comes this green creature with this long gray stick. And the 2 brothers, they run away. Now this hunter, little do they know, is a terrible shot. There's another crack through the forest, and they kept running. The little brother tried to hold the older brother's hand, but he flapped him away. Then they ran into a cave. The cave was so dark, Alzamar, they couldn't see at all. This hunter, though, he could smell him. He went into the cave too. The older brother was smart. He was waiting for the hunter. Threw a rock up into the top of the cave, and the rocks got destabilized and they fell down, and there was an avalanche. Hunter went away out the exit of the cave. Now there's 2 brothers and they are trapped. Don't know what to do. They
It's like they jumped out of the pan into the fire.
spend the night in the cavern, and there, Sorry, folks. They're getting hungry. They're getting discouraged. And eventually they fall asleep. Wake up. See a little tiny sliver of light coming out from one hole in this cave. And they just keep digging and digging and digging. And the hole gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then they get out into the sunlight. And they're back in the forest again. And there's no hunter. That's the end.
Amazing. Did they ever learn to fly?
I don't think so. They weren't built for it.
Fascinating story, Cluck.
Okay.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Hypnotizing.
Did you roll your charisma?
I didn't.
Do it with advantage.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. 14 for the first one, 6 for the next. All right. So 14 minus 2 for 12.
That's what you needed.
Yes.
Nice.
You get a luck token. Give yourself a luck token. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a hypnotizing story.
I was like, where's this going? Did you just
Right.
pull that out of your...
No, that was we had to write stories in the 5th grade, and that was the story that I wrote.
Oh, nice.
And you
It had a
remembered it?
purpose.
I completely forgot it, but they made us do it little books and draw every scene, and that I read it again later on. I'm like, this is so stupid. This is just, but it's two brothers. Are they gonna live?
Are they gonna fly? That was a good
Just called
question. Are
Two
they gonna live?
Brothers.
I kind of forgot there were birds up until the last part of it, and I was like, where's this going, dude? I thought it was like some like old
That's the
folk tale that I was like, is this something that I
That's-
just don't know of? And he's been reading some folk tale.
That's the
fairy
power
tales.
of oral storytelling, man. That's how it gets you in around the fire. you
That
know?
was awesome. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty dope. Well, with that, your tasks are done. The night goes on uneventful besides, the building and the watches that happen throughout the night, and nobody touches the fire.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Guys wake up with vigor and vim, ready to...
That was perfect timing for the music. It's like when you said that last word, it was like, eh? And then it cut to that. You didn't do that on purpose.
No, dude, Syrinscape, it just does that, dude.
It's morning. Awake.
Syrinscape! That is what you're listening to now, and you should use it for all your tabletop RPGs, board games, chilling at the house, relaxing, studying, and all that.
Doing
It's free.
chores, everything.
Doing chores. It's great, relaxing, and it's got a plethora of stuff, and it's free to use. So check it out. Syrinscape.
Royalty free.
So, you wake up, the camp is way more fortified. You have the day before you. What would you like to do?
We all gather together. Gentlemen, you're ready to head to the unknown.
Just about.
Let's inform the chief. His name, Derek. Let's
Mr.
inform Derek.
Bittermold.
Yeah. And leave word so they know our whereabouts and our directions.
All right. Approaching the tent that Derek is in, you see Alora pops up. Oh, excuse me, but to make my peace and exit this. How y'all doing this morning?
So far, so good.
Pretty good. We're ready to venture out.
I got stung by a wasp.
It's the usual.
Most unfortunate, I'm sorry. Just some rangers like yourselves can probably find some sort of salve to put on that.
Of course.
But if you excuse me, Derek. Morning, everybody. What do I do with the pleasure? I got your provisions that you asked for, Alora. Free to go your way whenever you wish. Yes, the sooner the better. The sooner, obviously, the more faster the information, and we'll be in touch. See, they share a glance. Derek, of course. You guys ready to move?
Yes, we came to inform you that we're moving. We're leaving. So we're heading the direction of the flags.
Of course.
If everything goes well, we should return with some news. Be on the lookout for us in case you hear something. Obviously, we don't know what we will encounter, but you guys keep the fort.
If we go far enough, we may not come back. We may
The same day, yeah.
we may camp. but we will try not to camp more than one night.
It's good to know. By all means, take haste. We will ready everything, and the siege weapons have begun building. It's going to take at least a week, though, for them to get built. We're going to storm a castle. We have no idea what state my old estate is in.
Let's hope it's in a very bad shape. It'll be easy for us.
I can only imagine so. It's been eons since. And he looks at Cluck for a quick glance before continuing. Been eons since heard this castle has even still, up until recently, still standing. I thought it was completely desolated. I've heard rumors that it was essentially the centerpiece of a great destructive force. But seeing these flags still standing gives me some hope of comfort that something of my family's past is still out there to be left discovered, and hopefully reveal some secrets, and hopefully end the plight that has apparently doomed this realm. Be careful out there. It is dangerous. We are in dangerous territories.
Well, you be careful around that fire. Make sure no one goes near it.
Of course.
That's all you have to worry about.
Cluck check if Bittermold is being honest. Or like holding something back.
Give me a wisdom.
2 + 2 for a 4.
He's fine.
He seems pretty straightforward of everything he's been saying.
All right. With that, we bid you farewell until we see you again.
Yes, be quick with your discoveries. And thank you
You're welcome.
for everything.
Good day, Mr. Bittermold.
Good day. Theolora glances at you. Be with peace, and may your gods protect you. I will see you on the battlefield.
Stay safe, Lady Felinor.
As well as you, Hazamar. Vern and Val, and Cluck. Cluck. Ord is always watching, even though it does not seem. Go in peace. She
You as well, Lady Felinor.
taps her staff on the ground. And Hazamar, keep that safe. She points towards your staff.
I intend to.
We will see each other again.
I hope so.
She nods all too knowingly.
I'll give a bow.
She curtly bows softly before turning back and headed deeper into the tent of Durex to essentially go back to where you assume is a Merit's home to see how the other side's going. You guys are free to roam.
We are taking off
You want to head just straight towards?
straight towards it.
As we walk out of the perimeter, Cluck is going to try to slap Val on the back, and then Vern, and try to bless them both. Ooh. Okay. 9 + 5 for a 14. So that passes. So
Yeah.
Val gets a luck token.
Nice.
I need it.
Let's see if I can give Vern.
Oh my god, I have like 4 now.
Nice.
8 + 5. That's 13. That passes.
Just barely, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
needed 12. And then he's going to hit Alzamar on the back. Ooh. 4 + 5. That fails.
Dang.
All right, we have
Okay.
plenty.
We
We have
stocked
plenty
up.
of supplies.
What do we
Like
get?
I said, I'm queuing those for you in that wraith
Yeah.
and that beautiful 3 attacks.
When we get 30, 60 feet outside the camp at least. So as not to spook anybody.
That's,
I'll,
that's wise.
One moment, gentlemen, and I will try to cast Create Undead. Yeah, Create Undead.
There's a level 5.
18 + 4 succeeds.
Bring on the wraith.
My eyes black out for a few seconds. My runes that normally glow purple glow a sickly bluish green. And in a flash of also bluish green fire, a wraith appears in front of me.
You see his eyes just dilate and this all this demonic language as this black green smoke just pops out from the earth, and you see this wraith, this ghostly undead creature that you've seen before, just stand there.
All right. I think we are ready.
I'm glad we did that after Alora left.
Yes, me too. I think she understands but disapproves of necromancy.
She's not the one who has to sleep near it.
Well, neither do we, but that doesn't matter. Let's press on, gentlemen.
I need a D6 as you're traveling to.
I think Dean already.
Oh,
no,
was that a,
No,
it's
we
me.
haven't.
Okay.
Oh,
It's me. Last time, you're correct.
was it?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
I was hoping you forget. Yes, 4.
Nice.
approaching closer to where you assume is this next thing, Bittermold outpost or whatever it may be. You start to see the flags off in the distance, slightly clearing the trees. Finally, you break through a clearing and you see before you a massive castle keep that looks rotting. The walls themselves almost seem to be sweating. The ground is very dead in a sense. Grass dried out, the trees around are even bare. Glancing at this giant castle keep, the walls seem to be like almost dripping with ooze of its own like perspiration, almost like the whole castle is sweating itself in a withering way. The banners and flags you see drooped at the very top. You see 3 kind of weird banners of the flags, that one you could barely recognize, that you finally realized was what you were looking at from the vantage point of the outpost. They look torn and weathered through the ages, barely flapping with whatever breeze is blowing by. The whole place looks decrepit, and it is huge. As I get to finally show you guys this.
Oh, that's so cool.
As you approach the castle itself, as it seems to be collapsing upon itself with droplets of foul, slimy beads of slowly dissolving masonry just all around it. Even the castle keep walls themselves
Gentlemen,
enter into it.
I don't think I've ever seen a building with perspiration. It might be safe to say what we're looking for is here.
I would also venture to say that is a safe bet. Castle looks like it's melting almost.
With that said, now we know our target. We shouldn't engage. Perhaps we should investigate a little bit more and return.
I mean, if we can get even a more precise location of them, it'd be good. But it's like, I don't know how big. And Cluck is going to move his hands like he's trying to measure something. How big a demigod can be? Like, is he going to take up a whole room?
Well,
Or is he just like in the basement?
if this is what I think it is, our war that we've been preparing for, we're looking at the battlefield. We should be very careful what we are going to do.
An ominous notion, but an accurate one, I believe. It might benefit us to see if he has any sort of army or defenses, but
Do you think you can send the Wraith closer and have him just pace a little bit around? We want to feel if there is any enemies, how many of them.
Yeah, like the Wraith can't tell us if it sees something, you know?
Well, we have to get closer
One of
so we
those
can
silent-
see him.
Okay.
It can only move about in a close range, so about 30 feet.
Hmm.
So you have to be within 30 feet of whatever you're trying to do.
All right. Then can you send him ahead of us 30 feet and keep him moving forward? I'm just trying to avoid being ambushed.
Arrows just start flying towards you.
from
we,
60 feet away.
Can we see any guards from where we're standing, far away from the castle?
It is oddly quiet. You don't hear anything. Life itself, you don't even hear birds.
That is even more of a sign. Let us approach cautiously.
I don't know if we should get too close.
I agree. We shouldn't. We shouldn't engage. Like I said, this could be the battlefield we've been preparing for. And if it is the battlefield, 4 of us is not enough. Any suggestions?
We could walk around the perimeter, look for.
Of course.
Um,
The best thing we could do now is to gather information.
Alzamar, when you're reading, did you read anything about any secret entrances or booby traps or Bittermold Castle?
Nothing in what I've read, unfortunately.
Doesn't look like the walls would hold up well to siege weapons.
Hopefully so, yeah. We can take it down.
You know, with math.
Mm-hmm. With whatever that thing you said, which I am not familiar with in this.
Tree buckets? I read it. I read about it.
What is math?
Math is the universal language.
So what are y'all doing?
Approach cautiously and
The
just
raised
keep an
in front?
eye.
Sure.
Let's try to gather as much information about the location as we can. Just
Stealth?
stay quiet.
Okay.
I think this place is oddly silent, and we wouldn't stick out because we probably are the only things around here that can make noise.
I'd say that's a safe bet.
All right, me and Vern, we're gonna go in the front, and you guys go on the sides behind us.
The stealth checks.
Stealth check is what, dex?
Dex.
Dex, yeah.
For you, it's a straight roll.
Oh my
plus
god.
whatever dex. Did you get a 20?
I got a 20.
Nice.
Straight 20 plus 1 for my dex. So 21, I guess. Literally. My first 20 of the night.
Cluck.
11.
Alzamar.
Straight 16.
All right, you guys seem to be pretty stealthy. Vern, not so much, as well as Cluck.
Wait, doesn't he have advantage?
He does, and
He
I
does?
rolled
Okay.
low as crap.
Oh, crap.
Well,
Okay,
I
never
rolled a
mind.
7 and a 6.
Never mind.
You pass like a weird pool of algae, and you start to hear mutterings. You hear it before you see it. Just ramblings of a lost soul. Speaking of Mugdulblub, and all must be dissolved.
Mage armor.
Go ahead and cast it. You hear it's like, Mugdulblub, I have to feed Mugdulblub. All must be dissolved. It's all going into the ooze. It must become, as you look, and you recognize the robes of a cultist in a pool of algae. You're kind of in like a fever dream. His eyes are rolled back and is just muttering it as it's just kind of just almost completely covered in this algae, and you just kind of see it slosh just ever so gently, and it just seems to be kind of lost in itself.
I'm gonna immediately signal to everybody to stop, drop down.
It doesn't seem to notice you.
It doesn't, but still I have to exercise extreme caution. Now I see cultists. I'm putting things together.
How big is the pool of algae around?
About 20 feet, like all
Okay.
around.
All right. Cluck is gonna say to Vern, get your bow out.
Me and I look at Vern's because we're in the front, and I'm like,
Shaking his head.
shaking my head. Don't do anything. So we're gonna try to move the opposite side and make sure it doesn't see us or notice us. Because option number 2, I have a flask of oil. I'm gonna set him on fire. I don't want to do that. So we have to I'm gonna point everybody just to go to, like, he's here. I'm gonna go this way.
You see Vern knocking an arrow, but he takes in your gestures. So you're just kind of going around him.
Yeah.
Alzamar, Cluck.
I cast mage armor with a 13 plus. So I'm just gonna stick with the elves and try and sneak on past this muttering cultist.
Cluck will have his shield up ready between them, but he's gonna try to circle around with everybody.
And I whisper to everybody, cult. Option
expected
number
you.
2, set it on fire, but that's too early. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, easily enough, you pass by the cultists.
So now are we up front next to the castle? Where are we?
Let me put it this way. How close are you trying to get to this castle? Yeah, I mean, you could technically get right up to like the opening of the inner walls, kind of where the castle is, to kind of like suss out the the inner city, if you will, before you actually get into the castle keep itself.
So visually, we're like almost distance where we can see the door. It's within reach, but we're not too close to it.
So for like a close,
Yeah.
but or because
On the
far,
edge of
because
close, so
on
like
the edge of close.
40, 45 feet away.
So
On the outer wall.
to paint a picture, it's pretty wide opening. Like, it's a big clearing. There's not a lot of trees. You see a few of these dead trees that, which if you would know this as being a ranger and being at Hope's Keep, and even just walking around the outpost and knowing advantage points. If there were people manning this castle, they would have seen you guys already.
Yeah.
And top of like the towers and whatnot, because it is pretty open, spacious place. I mean, there's dead trees here and there, but they're kind of scattered and few as you're approaching. As you pass the algae cultists, if you will, and that would have been kind of your last bit of any kind of concealment, like within the deep forest, before like basically breaking the threshold and just blatantly walking up to the place.
All right. So we're face to face with it.
Essentially, it's see about, I guess, would that be far? I'm not really sure what the far distance is within sight, obviously, but not like the 30 feet. If you wish
Like
to get to
20 feet.
Sure. Kind of before you break in, and there's like that long path before you get, if you're trying to like get up into like the siege to like actually outskirt.
So let's keep it simple. We use the squares. Let's get to within 60 feet from it.
But that would make yourself kind of known
Be
for
out in the open.
if anyone was manning any kind of tower.
So we're out in the
defense.
open, 60 feet away from it. The woods behind us. We can see it. There it is, gentlemen.
If it's flammable.
Well, it's very wet, but, and I'll reach into my bag and take a pinch of salt and just kind of like throw it in the floor and see what happens.
To like the castle keep itself? Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
We're pretty far away.
Yeah.
Going to-
No, I was just gonna throw it in the floor.
It's on the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the ground to see,
Throw
it's
salt on the ground.
just like a tiny pinch. I want to see if there's any effect.
No.
Nothing. All right. I have the urge to go further and see, but
Would not be
too
wise.
risky.
We brought an army. We should go in with an army.
Should we return and report? I mean, it was fairly easy to come here, which means we can return with the army and just...
In case someone's watching us, maybe we leave a different direction.
That is a good idea. Plus, we can look for any forces hiding
Let's
nearby.
circle around the east side of the castle. Just walk around.
To see if maybe there are
Just,
forces
yeah, just want to see.
waiting
It
for
is-
the other side.
It is very odd. There's no one here.
It's a good idea. Let's see as much as we can,
Yeah,
as safely as we can.
we want to return with some certainty, certain information. All right, so we're gonna spin around, get close to the castle, and just walk around it. East side.
Give me wisdom checks.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
I am rolling good.
Nice.
Cluck.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Oh my god. 17 plus 1, 18.
18 minus 1, 17.
Nice. Mirroring each other.
Yeah.
Cluck, you notice kind of like a sewage opening to the side. There seems to be like a creek, rather almost like a river, that kind of widens out further out into the rear. And you notice essentially an underground path that would lead in.
Created by all the shifting or breaking down of the
It
castle.
could be there
Okay.
by design. It could be there. Who knows? Maybe it's an escape route. But you would have always seen like the entrance itself at the very front was open, kind of wide open.
Is it on the south side of the castle?
Essentially, yes. You would see it from as you're making your way east, but with a 20, you would see the creek going in. I would just let you, just walk around the castle if you'd wish. Yes, essentially the south side of the castle, you see like a sewage opening.
Gonna tell everybody else this and point it out.
To traverse it, you'd obviously have to find some way to boat your way or raft yourself into it, or I guess you'd try swimming.
So it is a potential entrance.
How swift is the current of the sewage?
That's a good question.
Oh my god.
Sludgy and slow.
Actually, it is sludgy and slow.
That would be better.
Right.
Well, at least it's not something that will rush you when you want to control.
What does it look? Oozy and black and mucky?
The river itself, the water just seemed kind of algae filled. It's pretty steady, but you could tell there's spots, like especially on the sides, like there's a big kind of opening. You don't know how deep it is because of all the algae cover, but it seems to pool into a giant area before kind of leading out into the forest behind it. And it seems to be steady in the pace. All the algae seems to be kind of caught on like some rocks here and there. It seemed like maybe there might be somewhat of a shallow enough place to trudge, maybe knee deep, to like cross it, to go completely around it. But you don't know how deep the actual what looks like a bowl before it just kind of spews out into the forest. But you do see kind of like a once was graded kind of cover for just, water just pull out. But that seems to have kind of ripped, and you see, looking at it, you kind of sense you could probably snaggle your way through either swimming or maybe even a small raft or something to go into whatever lies inside of it.
I mean, as Clock says that and he points that out, and I see it. And then I have a thought. Gentlemen, I think this is the source where all that Mugdulblub corruptive ooze seeping into the river, to the lake, and beyond.
Yes, that seems very possible.
I think we found the source. We're looking at it.
I don't know if I would trust going through that.
I agree. But at least we know possible escape route. Worst case, whatever the battle leads to.
Luck would like to look at the grate more closely from land, see if there's any land-based path to that grate. Anything like any dirt along the castle side or something like that.
No, it's in the water.
Okay.
Well, we don't have to cross it. I mean, we can just turn back around. But
For
before
now.
we do, I'm going to take another pinch of salt and throw it into that water.
Give me a wisdom.
Want a luck token?
Yeah, I'm going to luck token it.
It's a 2, right?
Yeah, it's a 2. I want to see. We came for information.
Mm-hmm.
7 plus 1 for 8. A little bit better.
You throw the salt into the water. Nothing appears to happen.
All right. Good to know.
Did we check the north side?
Yeah, we can, I guess, we spin around back and go to the other side, to the west side, I guess.
Circling around the other side, when you notice towards the front, the door's wide open. There's mud tracks leading in to the keep itself. If you continue to wish to walk around to the other side,
Yeah, we're just going to cover the other side.
nothing noticeable of difference. Same decay. You're looking for like other holes or other points of entrance. You can't really tell.
All right. I guess we're going to circle back, I guess, and go in the front door. And you said it's wide open, right? We can see.
Yeah, into the keep itself, not
Yeah.
necessarily the castle. Let me put it that way. It's kind of like a huge kind of, I don't want to say huge kind of city, but like, castle fortress that you have a courtyard before you get into the actual castle itself.
Should we step in?
Does the other side look dark at all, or does it look open because of the sun?
Well, it's still daytime, so yeah.
More cobblestone.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, walking through this, these ancient hall, the courtyard, if you will, get a grasp of this place is very impressive. From standing through the time itself to be able to stand through time itself, you notice the walls, they look very deteriorated, almost spongy. As you start to get closer looking around at it itself.
I'm gonna take my sword out and just like poke the stone, the wall, just to feel it.
You poke in it, yeah, it feels
It goes right
very
through?
soft, like kind of buoyancy and gooey and sticky.
Wow.
That is
Just
fascinating.
just enough strength to keep it still solid, but like it is like literally dissolving.
It is rotting from the inside out.
Wow, we got some tracks here. Can you check out these mud tracks?
Ooh, well, I guess we took a few steps in.
Peek our head in and
Yeah.
see what we can see.
And gentlemen, this is the moment. We gotta make a decision. How far we're gonna explore, or should we turn around, go back with the informations? We gotta make a decision now. Because you know how this goes. We might get curious and things might get dicey.
Well, I would rather not face Mugdulblub on our own.
I agree.
Tracks tell you anything about the size of the group that came in here, Val?
Do they look like tracks of just regular chariots, transport, supply chariots?
The tracks that you see that seem the freshest are scattered and mixed. Some of them look humanoid, some of them look animalistic. They don't appear to be in large numbers.
Good.
From what you could tell, they seem scattered.
So no distinct pattern of an organized kind of
Not
activity.
really. There's a couple that kind of follow. I mean, it's like being in a city.
So random visitors.
Yeah, it's hard to tell like
All right.
who came together and if they were even potentially together. It
Alright.
just seems pretty random, but some do seem fresh, and it's a mix of animals and something else.
All right. I'll say let's go back and return with a greater number.
I agree.
Perhaps we can take over this place as well.
At least we know where the castle is for sure.
Yeah.
And there's nobody here at the moment.
And it's important also that actually we need to go back, because we need to go back and send the word to the other side that we made it, or we made contact with the actual place that we think what it is. It is
Very true.
obvious that it is the place. So we're going to hightail it back.
You guys turn around, start making towards the exit before two odd-looking fish folk pop up, or what you first assume to be fish folk, as they look a little off, even to you, Alzamar. They seem glossy-eyed and definitely not, could be of your kin, but not, they don't seem
Not
to really,
closely related.
not closely related, but it kind of gives you a jolting fear, like, especially from the tales that we heard of fish folk, you know,
The split.
origin from being maybe this close to Bittermold Keep or something of the water being tainted. This is your first time looking at these weird mutated catfish. As they pop up producing spears saying, "Food! We need food! What are you?" And as they're speaking, their voices, like, it seems like it's a strain for them to speak.
I'll approach them slowly, get closer. Do you seek food, gentlemen? Can we help you with food?
Give me a charisma with disadvantage.
That's a fail. 3 and a 10. Yeah, 3. Yeah.
They start kind of like threateningly prodding their spears in your all's direction. Cluck, would you like to do anything?
Pluck would like to take his bastard sword out and walk up to one of them. He's going to look north, and then he's going to try to swipe at him.
I just hit 10. Okay. All right. Go ahead, roll an attack.
Go straight for it.
18
Nice.
plus 1 for a 19 to hit.
I'm pretty sure that hits. Let me just double check. 19. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
8.
Wow.
Does the melee boon, is that just for the hit and not the damage, right? That's what for the Almazat boon.
It's one of the others. So one is learn to wield one melee weapon or get a +1 to melee attacks, and the other one is a +2 to strength or constitution stat or a +1 to melee damage.
Okay.
I think everybody did the.
So it's only to attack.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
only to attack.
Gotcha. Okay.
And okay, so what did you do? You did 8 points of damage.
8 damage. Yep.
All right, I need everyone to roll initiative.
All right.
All right, Cluck, what did you get?
6 straight.
6 straight. Valroth.
It's plus dex, right?
Yes, sir.
18 plus 1 for 19.
19. Elzamar.
3.
3, and I rolled a straight 6 and a 14 for a 15. So, Valroth, I believe you are up.
All right. Two-handed sword. I go straight. As I see what's his name, Cluck, attack the other one successfully. I'll be like, you know what? This is it. We're leaving. And I'll go straight for the one who was, I tried to talk to and he was waving at me.
The one that he attacked or the other one?
The other one.
The other one? Okay, the untouched one. Okay. Go ahead, roll an attack roll.
14 plus 8 for a lot. That hit.
For a 22, that definitely hits.
22,
Go
yeah.
ahead, roll damage.
4 points of damage.
You pull out your blade and go in, swoop underhanded like you're unsheathing anime style, and just whoosh, across the chest of this other one as it jumps back, and you see the black ichor spew out of this mutated catfish looking thing, which looks more fish than humanoid. Eyes bugged out, and it screeches as it pops back and gets more into a defensive position. Gonna take it to you, Elsamar.
Seeing these variants of my kin, I will hesitate for a moment, but then seeing Cluck and Val spring into action kind of snaps me out of it. And I'll dash forward and off to the side a little bit, line them both up, and cast Lightning Bolt.
Go ahead.
At advantage, because I got advantage on that as a talent.
Do you want to have them roll for each opponent?
It's a straight line. 17 and 18 with advantage. So 18 plus 4 for 22 succeeds Lightning Bolt.
That is an interesting question there.
It is in the spell.
To straight line them.
Yep. It says,
Hmm.
you shoot a blue-white ray of lightning from your hands, hitting all creatures in a straight line out to a far distance.
Yeah. So as long as he can line them up, he's good to go.
All creatures, so I can hit my friends with it too if I'm not careful. That's the drawback. Creature struck, take 3d6 damage. 5, 3, and a 1 for 9 lightning damage to both evil fishfolk.
Mutated.
Beyond safe.
So you see one drop completely. The other one looks pretty damaged.
Which one dropped?
I think the one you hit.
Yeah, the one you attacked, Cluck.
All right.
And then, as a follow-up to my turn, after shooting my lightning bolt, I'll turn, look at my wraith, and point at the other standing evil fishfolk. Send the wraith in. Wraith's first attack, 10 plus 6 for 16.
That's definitely gonna hit.
So I do damage first, and then
Might as well.
okay, 4 damage.
4 damage. Yeah, this thing's pretty weak. The race runs in, rakes it, and it just rips a shred into sushi
Nice.
as it just drops, and you guys are out of comment.
Gentlemen, I think that's our sign. We need to get out of here.
According to Greymore.
And we just forge ahead straight.
Think we should get that cultist and the algae on the way out?
I wouldn't worry about it. Believe me.
I really
wanted
don't
to,
like 'em.
but I wouldn't.
Mugdulblub! Mugdulblub! Everything must be dissolved!
I don't think he's aware of that he exists. It's not worth the risk. Let's go.
Did they have anything valuable on them?
Yeah, the evil fishfolk have loot.
They had spears.
Yeah, there's some busted spears if you want that. Real quick. 5 gold pieces.
Ooh, all right.
Gonna do this round. Cluck, as you all are retreating, are you guys just gonna beeline it back?
Yeah, we'll
All
just
right.
be line of straight.
Then give me a d6.
Gonna go straight west. All right. 4.
Nice.
You make it back to the fort.
That was interesting and fascinating at the same time.
Yes, I'm glad we didn't come across more enemies.
Let's head straight to Derek's.
Yes.
We need a plan of a return.
We'll head over to Derek Bittermold's tent.
You find him essentially making plans as you see some servants. At this point, they're like half servants, just part of the military at this point.
Yeah.
Some soldiers coming to him, and he's kind of just giving orders and handing off papers with assignments as they kind of just exit. And he glances over and sees you all approaching. Didn't expect you guys back so soon. How fare thee?
I think we made a great discovery. We found your castle.
I'm going to pull out my journal, tear out a page, and try my best to make a rough map of the area we scouted.
Give me a charisma. How was it? What shape is it in?
It is something to see. You have to see it. The area seems dead.
It's still
dead
standing?
quiet.
Makes
The
too much sense.
castle seems to be perspiring. The stones are soft. Seems like rotting up from the inside out. And I think we found our target that we're trying to kill is probably burrowed within it. It's a very strange place. It's magnificent to look at, but it's been taken over by something vile. And to get to it, it's very easy, I think, but we didn't want to. It was very treacherous when you get to it. It's safe for us to, next time we move over there, we need to move with an army. And also we need to send a word to the other side that we found it.
Of course. Said it was dissolving?
It is in a very strange shape, condition.
Yes, not only old and weathered by time, but, as Val said, weathered and rotting from the inside. It almost looked like the castle was melting in some parts.
And I think we found the source of the ooze coming from this tunnel from the south side of the castle. That is probably where all that infectious ooze is seeping out of it into the distance, all the way to the lake and beyond. But we saw it coming from the bowels of the castle. Mugdulblub must be living deep inside the castle.
But you said there's nothing protecting it?
There was no one, and it was silent, deafening silent. Everything around it was dead. The stone looked strangely sweaty.
We did run into 2 fish folk, or some variant of my kin, and we had to cut them down, and they were full of ooze. So there are some creatures. Val and Cluck saw tracks out front as well, outside of the front door.
But they seem to be random traveler tracks, random animals, creatures, anything that goes in and out. Maybe goes in and never comes back out.
It's most odd.
There
He
was-
glances over at your drawing.
I rolled a 16.
16?
Yeah.
Studies it for a long moment, pondering. Glances over back at the map that's laid out. Peeks out from like the tent and just looking around the camp itself and just kind of taking it all in as people going through their day to day to further build the fortress up. This is most unusual. They put in all this effort and it's just not even guarded like that. Doesn't add up.
Well, we don't know. We didn't go too deep into the castle. There was a risk. If that's the battlefield to be, 4 of us, wouldn't be wise to engage it. But we don't know what's sleeping within those walls. We crossed the door into the main kind of hall area, but we didn't go further. And if there is something guarding it, it's probably sleeping within the walls deep inside. Probably it's a different strategy. I don't think we're facing an army here. We're facing something much worse.
There's also a good chance there are subterranean chambers.
It is a very large structure.
It's impressive to know for sure. I would assume my people would have a very intricate, elaborate castle, of course. But even all these years, with all this built up, it just feels empty.
It does.
Hmm.
Well, here's what I propose.
By all means, I'm all ears.
Now, we wanted to come back urgently to bring the word because we need to share the information with the other side as well. But now, since we can venture back and try to penetrate further inside this castle. While we do that, you make preparations with armies and you follow behind us and get the word on the other side. So this way, if we trigger anything, and we will probably trigger something, and we get into some sort of battle, we know that reinforcement is coming right up behind us.
Of course,
that would be it.
I didn't want to startle you, but I had followers follow you.
Right.
Just in the worst case scenario, I'm not the first time something like this has happened.
But in this case, we are heading for potentially the target that we've been working for all this time.
Of course.
So now the armies can start following behind.
Well, it's still going to take several days for the siege weapons to be fully built. And you could see already kind of in the fields, in the way, still within the walls, you see like some trebuchets being built as, they're unloading. They're still unloading supplies and whatnot. And you could surmise it's probably going to take like about a week for everything to get kind of set up to have an actual assault on a castle, obviously.
Yeah.
They do have like some mini, those kind of like rolly giant arrow thingies.
Yeah.
Ballistas, there you go. Some mini ballistas, I will say, not like, they still got like a bunch of parts and people are starting to frantically work as they're still, trying to build this area up a little bit as much as they can for this outpost.
More of a giant crossbow than a ballista.
Yeah, essentially. As supplies are still kind of being pulled in, and they're obviously just trying to make a safe haven here. For mechanical purposes, it is a safe haven, but it's not 100% built.
Cool.
Well,
is the Wraith in the room?
That's a good question. It's technically got to be about at least 30 feet from you.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already seen it.
Yeah.
Most of the camp.
I don't care if they see it. I just don't want them to be scared by it.
I mean, there's still some wary looks, but they see you and they see it. You see some people kind of just staring. And like, almost seems like a couple people are giving the other people watches, and like you just see them just kind of standing up, pretending not to kind of do anything, just taking a break.
Is it inside the tent with us?
He's got to be 30 feet within Alzamar. So yes, it's in the fortress.
At least one friend in every friend group is keeping an eye on it.
Yeah. While someone's building and someone's just kind of like whittling something, just kind of like casually glancing, trying to not make it obvious, but it's pretty obvious that they're keeping an eye on.
I'll keep it like a foot and a half at most away from me when we're in camp, so it's like on a leash visually.
All right, so he's inside the tent with us.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, Bauer just he already probably knows about it. You see him glance at it a couple times, kind of awkwardly, but and obviously keeping his distance, but he, for the most part, doesn't pay much mind to it, which gives other people a little more confidence. But there's still crews that are like, I don't trust that thing no matter what they say.
Right.
And, it is an undead
ghost thing
just floating around in camp. But this is also the gloaming.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah. Do you disperse this information to to Durek? He seems to be in deep thought and contemplation.
I'll add, since you mentioned siege weapons, yeah, I don't think this castle is going to be difficult to take down. The condition it is in. So,
well, it wasn't really about taking down, more taking over. I was under the impression that there'd be great creatures we'd have to fight to even breach. But you guys seem to just walk in and only get attacked by two, pardon me, but fish folk.
Well, yeah, they seem to be victims to the ooze. They might not be any. They could have consumed the water and happened to them the same thing that happens to many around.
Your point still stands, though.
Yeah.
I also was expecting at least a militia of ooze-crazed folk, but no army, no militia, no guards. Just an open door.
That
Me-
worries me even further.
May be more active at night, or they're all lurking somewhere else or in the basement. Who knows?
I think the greater danger is probably lying within the castle. It wants you to go in.
So perhaps our siege weapons would be better suited for tearing walls down, so our forces can see and shoot more clearly whatever lies within.
Fascinating. You
So-
might be right.
What do you suggest we do now?
I believe probably taking what little siege weapons we have, at least. Maybe we could pull one out close range, bring more troops to the forefront.
We need foot soldiers. We need bodies.
There's this cultist that you could do target practice on.
He seemed to be melting in a puddle of algae and completely disillusioned. I don't think he's aware of his own existence. Probably the effects of that place. That's the danger. We need, like I said, I don't think we're trying to fight sentinels and guards. Perhaps that's why that place does not need anyone guarding it. Just being in it is danger itself.
That being said, do you think perhaps a war camp would be suitable in the field outside the walls?
See, rain starts to around as storm clouds start to gather, and it starts to drizzle down rain. I believe probably sending some troops with you if you're going to go scouting again, but let's not do a scouting. We obviously still need to build here. Lord just left today, so we won't have word for at least a couple days on how that affairs, if everything moves smoothly, as it has been moving smoothly for us here. Astoundingly, everything screams trap.
It does. That's why I was worried about just the four of us being there alone. I mean, we can go deeper, but we need to know we have a backup. There's a clearing wide enough just in front of the castle before you get there. So, as Alzamar mentioned, it's a good spot to have a small force to just set up camp there and take over that spot. And then we can do our job knowing we have hands outside the wall.
Well, that would sound like a good place to start, with sending our troops and at least slowly encroaching. If there's nothing really to be afraid of, then we'll just occupy it.
That's right.
Yeah.
But most importantly, you should get word to the other side and tell them to hasten and come our way.
I fear only time will be able to allow that.
So for now, should we remain and wait for word?
I don't think that's necessary. I mean, the sooner we get the words for them, the sooner they can start moving. And they will get there whenever they get there. But at least we know they are in motion.
We're going to have to give it a couple days for them. I gave Laura my word. Only in extreme dire situation will I be able to contact her. I do have a way, but it's a one-time use. I don't feel this is the right time to do it now. I need more information. And again, if it is a dire situation, then of course. Otherwise, unfortunately, we have to wait
I
for any
agree.
information.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we have to sit by idly.
We can start by, like I said, going over there and occupying the area in front of the castle. We have, a small force with us and a couple of messengers ready by to
Mhm.
keep communication between us and
Take,
you.
I guess, the rest of the day if you wish, or by the way, it's probably like, I would say about noon. If you wish to gather more provisions and either
Yes.
continue, or we can reconvene tomorrow and head out again with more people.
Perhaps we do it, tomorrow. Give the soldiers and the troops time to ready themselves. They know they are
And
heading
spread
out.
more
or-
information for make more sense. Yes.
And we can march first thing in the morning.
Sounds good. In the meantime, I will continue working on that spell to communicate with Alora to help our communications with both sides.
Wise. Oh, all right. I'll need more time on this, but thank you for everything you all have done. I'll spread word post haste around the camp. start getting troops to ally with you.
All right. And that's all we need.
All right. I guess to expedite this in the next morning,
I want to try and work on the message spell.
okay, go ahead. Give me a percentile. Anyone else doing anything as we're essentially camping down on this? You don't necessarily have to do watches for this. Actually, no, I take the bet. You can still do that if you wish. Or any of the other tasks or anything in the downtime if you wish. Because you can do stuff in downtime if you want to sharpen your skills of any sorts. Just let me know what you want to do. That'll be next morning. What'd you get?
Trying to decide if it's a percentile. It can go so bad. 53%.
Now you can speak to birds. Telepathically.
Just birds.
What did he say, Slug? You're the bird. You're the bird story.
You're the one with the sword, Val.
Oh, that's right. Let me try to speak.
Well, they can
It's so
actually talk to
useful.
birds.
All right, you are trying. You're both. I'm taking an average of this, by the way. And you're not there yet, unfortunately, mechanically speaking. It doesn't seem to catch hold, but you feel like you're getting a little bit better.
Okay.
Cluck.
Luck would like to gather some firewood. Try to keep the fires going.
I believe that is a strength or con. Hold on, let me double check that. Unless you wrote it down.
It's +1.
Firewood is strength or con.
All right. I'm going to go with con. Both +1s for my character. 7 +1 for an 8.
Wait. You don't need to do this because you have free campfires here in the fortress.
It's raining, so I just figured.
I'm sure, but
Whether Cluck
I'll
needs
let
to
you
do
do
it.
something else that might, if you want to do.
You could do watch if
Yeah, okay.
that's not as easy. Okay.
Wisdom. It's not as
Already
easy.
done.
Aren't you a priest?
It's already done.
I thought that was your strong suit. That's supposed to be your strongest step. Well, whatever. Go ahead. Yeah, it's a wisdom check.
Wisdom? Okay. 6 +2 for an 8.
Well, there's that. Valroth, are you doing anything?
I'll do a little watch in a second.
Wisdom check.
15 + 1 for 16.
All right. Front or back half?
I guess he did the first half. I'll do the second half.
Well, he failed, so it doesn't
Oh, he
matter.
failed? Then I'll do the front.
Oh.
And
Right.
maybe Vern could do the back half.
Okay, sure. Tested wisdom. Not with a 4. How is wisdom his strongest stat? It's a 6, so it doesn't matter. Alzamar, would you like to do anything? You did your downtime, so now I'm doing this as a campfire task.
Okay. Campfire tasks. What was bed down again? You get is that the temporary HP?
Wisdom or con, you do not need to make checks to benefit from rest if your sleep is uninterrupted during this rest.
Is interrupted during the rest?
Wait, you make checks. You do not need to make checks to benefit from rest if your sleep is interrupted during the rest. Whoa, wait, hold on. You do not need to make checks to benefit from rest if your sleep is interrupted during the rest. Oh, so I have been reading that wrong. Basically, bedding down is if it is interrupted, if you pass that check, you still get a full rest.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
So I'm going to do that and bed down.
It's a whiz or a con.
Con is a +1. You know what? Screw it.
Luck token.
Yep. Luck token. 9 + 1 for 10.
That unfortunately does not pass.
You couldn't fall asleep?
No,
No,
if
it's
we
just-
get interrupted,
Yeah, if something happens
we'll
tonight.
still have to make the check.
Yeah, because you have to make a contract to see if you get fully rested, which I believe is a DC 15.
What was that spider you're talking about?
Oh, the camel spider.
The camel spiders in your
That'll interrupt.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
A sleeping bag.
Yeah, whatever.
God.
The blankets. Yeah.
All right,
bedroll.
I'm gonna do this dangerously. I need you all to make a D6.
Oh, crap.
Oh, everyone?
Everyone.
Wait,
Tiny dice.
you didn't watch very well.
Cluck.
6.
3.
6.
All right.
Doesn't Vern get in on that?
You don't want Vern.
Oh, all right. Yeah, yeah. Never mind. Don't do it.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot. Good for you guys. As the night goes on uneventful, you wake up days before you.
All right.
The fortress itself, outpost I should call it, is a little bit more built. You see people actually on the tops now where there once was a kind of shoddily built. There's still kind of shoddily as they build like essentially, those
Scaffolding.
scaffolds. Thank you, scaffoldings. Where they're now putting watch as you see where brickwork, stonework, I should say, is being laid down to strengthen the structure of what would be the new watch area from the high advantage.
Nice. Then
They
I guess
are working quickly, as you can tell.
I guess we will gather near
The door.
the tent and wait for our troops that are going to go with us.
Yes, you will see about. You know what? Let's do it this way. You see about 50 people,
Nice.
50 soldiers ready to venture off with you.
Nice.
We are ready.
All right, men. Let's be careful. Don't eat anything out there that you find. Try not to touch anything.
Stay away from the water.
Anything that is slimy, oozy, wet, pretty much stay from it. Stay away from it.
You see some murmurs. Very well.
All right,
Show us the way.
let's go. Are you gonna summon the ray?
Oh yeah, new day, new wraith. Let's see if I can do it. Ooh, I have 4. I'm gonna spend 1.
All right.
Ooh, dang. 10 plus 4 for 14 does not succeed.
That is unfortunate as you lose that spell for the day and no wraith.
I do not
no
want to
wraith
go
today.
inside that castle without the ray.
Oh yeah, 50 people around you
Yeah, we.
as they're pulling the makeshift giant crossbow with you. There is fog all around you as you traverse closer to the castle itself.
Oh, sorry, gentlemen. I have no ghostly companion today.
That's all right.
You see relief on most of their faces.
Yeah, no ray. So I guess we make it to that clearing.
You make it to the clearing. It is eerily quiet. You hear like a few frogs croaking here and there. The place is surrounded by a weird, thick mist.
That's new.
Indeed. Perhaps staying here with the war camp would be smart today. Establish a little sense of security in this new position.
Yeah, that's so I instruct the guys, the army. This is where we're gonna set camp. This is the castle, as you can see. And this fog was not here yesterday, so that's not a good sign. Or maybe it's a good sign. We don't know.
You see some of them kind of breaking off into a military fashion as if they were in training since your departure to Marinshold or Warrenswood or wherever you guys were. And they start arming the crossbow thing, kind of glancing all around, searching the perimeter, some of them breaking off, others starting to build a camp. As you say, sir.
All right. And point that arrow machine at that front door. Keep it that way.
Suddenly, the whole place, the ground shakes with a thunderous vibrato.
Oh no.
I knew that fog was not good sign.
Howls of screams and wind that seems to be pulling in every direction. You look around and what wind looks like it's blowing to the north, someone else feels like it's blowing to the east, just all around you. You hear guttural and high piercing screeches and screams coming directly from the castle itself.
Everyone brace yourselves.
Can we fire?
Did
the
we
no-
retreat?
thing?
No,
Did we go back?
We need to fire at something. I don't think. I mean,
Just fire somewhere!
no, he said let's fire. I was like, there's nothing to fire
We're
at.
hearing the screams from the castle. We fire at the cultists in the entrance. We just line them up.
Like,
Like
them.
Alzamar
Cultists.
does with the lightning. Yeah.
I think it's too late to go back. I mean, we're here.
It's too late to move the ballista.
Yeah.
We better make use of it.
You suddenly hear before right next to you, a huge boulder, it seems, just out of nowhere.
Oh my
I need
God.
dex checks from
Boulder.
everybody.
Oh no.
And awesomeness.
Vern hit an 18. Cluck.
16 straight.
16 plus 1, 17.
17 straight.
You all manage to dive out of the way before the boulder kind of hits towards you, breaks off, and shoots and starts hitting a bunch of the troops. I'm going to make a roll for them real quick.
Can I roll for the ballista?
Sure.
Okay. How much dexterity does the ballista?
What'd you
Probably
roll?
zero.
I got a 7. I got a
Oh
7.
no.
Yeah.
You just cost us the ballista, dude.
Well, it's real. We don't know where the boulder.
Yeah,
Ballistas can be replaced.
Mhm.
People can't be.
that is true.
As you see, essentially, your group take a fairly hit. It doesn't seem bad. You more shocked. Some people get damaged, but it doesn't seem like any of you really took any serious damage. And nobody died, surprisingly.
I'm gonna scream, I guess, and everybody's like, retreat. Everybody take some distance away. Retreat. Like we're not fleeing, but we're like moving back.
Cluck is gonna
This-
raise his sword and be like, "Archers, arrows at the ready.
Yeah, because we need to
Cover
move back.
everyone retreating."
I need charisma checks from both of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elsmar, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna hold the wand of disintegrate in my hand and keep my eyes to the sky for any more boulders.
Okay. What'd you get, Cluck?
12 minus 2 for a 10.
20 minus 2 for 18.
Nat
My
20?
second, yeah, my second.
Nice.
You see everybody just kind of hesitates. We're retreating?
No,
Just-
Pull back. Several paces. Pull back.
They start backing back up past the camp and deeper into the woods.
yeah, we need to stay out of the what do you call it? The radius of these boulders so that they don't hit us. We're not retreating. We're just, staying at a safe distance.
Well, with that mixed message, they retreat into the forest. Most of them, as some of them do end up knocking arrows in their bows, just looking frantically, guarding through the mist, looking up at the sky, just in complete chaos.
Do we still have that?
Ballista.
It's-
ballista?
Yeah, it has survived.
All right, so that one we're gonna try to shoot it. We're gonna shoot back.
All right, give me an attack. Basically, one of you, whoever wants to make the reins, I guess you,
Oh,
Valroth,
plus one
since you
death.
said it.
All right,
No, it's roll a d20, and you're gonna add a 5.
16 plus 5.
21.
All right, you shoot, and it seems to hit the castle itself. Give me 2d10s.
Wow.
I got a 2.
9.
Nice.
11 points. 11 points of damage as you see that it hits the wall, and it hits in like the arrow ballista itself crashes in, but instead of what you would expect, like rocks to burst and all this, it kind of like sinks in and kind of sticks, but kind of rips a piece off and like goes deeper into the
Like into a
castle
sponge.
itself. Yeah,
Oh,
Ugh.
it's like
sponge.
shooting a sponge cake with a toothpick or something. I guess I don't know.
Gross.
With that, Alzamar, you do see 3 giant circles, dark circles, seem to be flying towards you, much like the boulder that hit. These things look a little different
Oh no.
as they start to get closer and closer. They're going at the same velocity and speed as these boulder things, or as a boulder that crashed into you. But this, as it starts to get closer, seems more viney and thorny.
I had my wand in hand looking for boulders, so I'm gonna aim the wand up, wave it around, and try and cast disintegrate.
Also, you'd be able to hit one. You have left, center, and right. Which one are you trying to look at?
The center one looks like it's centered on our group or above our group.
Sure.
Then that one.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll. Your spellcasting.
Luck token. 8 plus 4 for what is that? 12 does not succeed. Disintegrate.
You try to cast an intone and wing your wand at this center mass of bramble. It almost seems as it gains closer and closer. I need everybody to make a dex check.
Can I shout heads up when I know it's gonna fail?
Sure. Give everybody a +1 to that.
Sweet.
Vern with a natural 20. The group for a 16. Natural 16.
Good job, Vern.
Yes. Cluck, what'd you get?
7 plus the 1 for an 8.
Ooh,
All right.
Cluck.
12 plus 1 for 13.
Ooh.
15 plus 1, 16.
Oh, is that a dex?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, lucky for you, you only take, well, I say lucky, 13 points of damage,
Oh.
Val and Cluck.
Ouch.
13 each.
13 each. As these creatures basically hit right next to you and bunch of like needle-like thorns shoot out and just hit everybody in that vicinity. Then they unravel and you see before you 3 jumbo bog thorns.
Oh no.
I need everybody to roll initiative. Next time.
Oh, dang it. Jumbo
I got
bog thorns.
Jumbo bog thorns.
I got hit hard.
Yeah, y'all both did.
I got mass cure though.
Yeah,
So I can-
please.
I can do that
mass
next
cure.
episode.
Oh my god, I got hit in
Golly.
the face. Disintegrate fail.
They catapulted jumbo bog thorns at us.
'Cause it's smart.
Oh, that's horrible.
See? They have stuff hidden inside.
Yeah.
They don't need sentinels and people
It's a
guarding.
good thing we didn't go inside.
That's my instinct, man.
They have jumbo bogthorn ammo. Imagine what's in that.
Yeah, we need the rest of the army to hurry
There's
up.
a
Oh,
funny,
yeah.
My
funny
God.
thing about you guys showing up there early.
Yeah.
I could have changed this completely. But no, you guys did this, so here we are.
It has begun.
It has begun.
Anything could have happened.
Anything could have happened. Anything still can happen. And I guess everyone's gonna have to find out by tuning in next time on Tabletop Diaries.
Episode 30.
Yes, episode 30.
Mugdulblub Keep.
Dun, 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 dun. He shoots 40 ancient Mugdulblub bombs at you.
Oh my god.
Mugdulbloms.
Mugdulblums. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Like, subscribe, chat amongst yourselves. Let us know what is up. And as always, keep shadow darking.